stuff.
I could see you learning some stuff being a farmer. I just would want to be there for the moments where you trip and fall a little bit because you're going to make mistakes. You know? So just like you with your hands on your head, be like, I guess we're selling hay now? This is just all dead grass. Or like,
we're hay guys.
You picking up, you're like, it's fertile. It's fertile soil. And they're like, that's entirely animal shit. That's all shit. Okay, but it's soil too, right?
It'll make the soil fertile.
It's fertilizer. And they're like, I mean, yeah. Like, just,
please put it down. Just put it down.
Lift off. The clock has started.
Hey, Hesbos. Welcome to Hesby Street. I don't have much really to share. We got patreon.com/Hesby Street. Bonus episode every Friday. I'll be in San Diego this weekend with Emily Catalano. That is October 28th. Zack and I will both be at the Hollywood Improv November 3rd with Mike Falzone's All Crowdwork show.
Very excited. I'm nervous because crowd work is something I don't really do.
Yeah, you're not that good at it.
I've begged him to not put me on this show, and he finally was like, I can't.
Which is funny because I'm great at crowd work. We all know that. And it is the first time he's asked me.
Oh.
So now that you've been just being begged to be on it,
Yeah.
I'm going to phone it in. Come on out. Watch me fail.
Watch
Zack
me try and fail.
Yeah. Other than that, I think that's it as far as announcements. You haven't rate and reviewed on Apple Podcasts in a while. Do that again.
Yeah, get on over there.
Get on over there. Or Spotify, if you listen on that, I think you can review.
Yeah, we're between because like the contract negotiations are so we're like Rogan got 100 million.
And we only want 50 million.
We're asking for half of that.
And there's two of us. So really we're each getting 25 million.
A fraction of what you would pay
pennies.
The next best podcast.
Pennies. Yeah. Send us an email.
Email hesbystreetpod@gmail.com and we will stumble upon it years from now.
I don't know. You have any songs you want to play?
There's this one I'm still practicing, but let's give it a shot.
I liked it.
Yeah, you just liked it?
Yeah, no notes.
Poured my heart into it.
What do you have in there?
I am doing a ranch water. It's got 1.5 shots of tequila, sparkling water, lime, and lemon.
Ranch water is the name?
I'm partying.
And that sounds good to you?
That's the name of the cocktail. Tequila soda with lime.
Ranch water. It just makes me think of like the water on top of ranch dressing.
Wait.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like you pour ranch dressing and then it sits there for a little while and it just kind of gets this weird layer on top. Ranch water. Put that in a can.
You little fucking...
What do you mean?
You're such an American fucking tween... That's such a fat person answer.
Ranch
and you're
water?
Not that fat. It's a ranch.
What do you mean? What do you mean it's a ranch?
Not ranch dressing.
No, I'm sorry. As far as any drink or food goes, if you say ranch, I don't think of a ranch a dude ranch out with cattle. I think of fucking ranch dressing.
No, you can't.
Yeah, no, I'm right on this.
No,
I'm right on this.
I'm trying to find an answer that could debunk it.
Look, it's even ranch colored. The can, like ranch dress, cool ranch. Nothing about this blue can says. Nothing even on the fucking can says that this is like a ranch.
There's a cactus.
There's a cactus. Are those on ranches?
Those are on ranches.
Not on purpose.
Well,
no, I don't think they
plants.
are. I think they're outside of a ranch.
Cacti don't obey the fence of a ranch.
Well, they get rid of them. They get rid of them.
No, not necessarily.
Hey,
you haven't been to a
ranch, I got big news. We're getting chickens today at my house.
Really?
6 chickens coming in.
Where are you going to put them?
We have a chicken coop.
Do you build one? They built one?
We built one. Yeah, we built one. As a community, we built one. I helped.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we have chickens.
Eggs. Come on over.
Eggs.
You can take a dip in the sauna, hit the cold plunge up. I'll make an omelet.
I get some bird flu, avian parasite.
Come on, man.
Dude, you're going to get sick.
Come on. I'm presenting a nice little abode.
That's how it starts.
Situation.
Until a cactus starts sprouting in your ranch. Nature doesn't just lie down. It
Why
fights
are you
back.
ruining chicken day for me?
Chicken's fun. You know what's fun is
you eat your trash.
You feel like you're actually composting.
Yeah, you compost. They just eat your compost.
They just eat like onion skins and like eggshells
and like
which
meat.
is like dark.
Yeah, that is dark.
It's like here's your period casing back. feast. Like,
And they're like, okay.
You're like, pack it.
I think, and I could be wrong. I got to
You
check
hardly
through.
finished your own period.
It's wrong, bud. Tell me. Let's unpack that.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm surprised chickens aren't like, because a friend of mine had chickens once. You kind of just take the egg and it's fine. But like, any other animal, like if you see a baby bear, a cub bear, everyone's like panic.
Yeah.
That means the mom's around, very protective.
Right.
Any mom around, my dog had puppies when I was a kid, very protective of them.
Right.
But with the eggs, they're like, yeah, get it out of here. I'll make another one.
Yeah, well, they're like, that's not life.
That's not life yet.
Chickens are the most pro-choice, really.
You make the choice.
Yeah.
I'll sit on it and it'll become.
Yeah.
But if you all you got to do is take it out of this little bed of hay.
That's right.
I'm out.
This chicken goes up to the fence. It's like, yo, so we made a terrible mistake last night. Sven, as you know, the real cock of the walk back here, came way too quick. And I wasn't prepared. I'm not taking anything right now. Would love it if you could get rid of this egg for me. I will not raise it to term.
I guess that's a good point. There's no hens involved this time. So none of these will be fertilized eggs. So they really are just...
Isn't the hen the woman? I think the hen's the woman.
Oh, rooster. Sorry, there's no roosters.
That's the best part because you don't need the alarm clock in the morning.
Oh, my God. Fuck a rooster, man. They're cocky.
And
that's how they got the word,
that's
probably.
the cock of the walk. It starts with them.
They walk around. Ugh, no thanks.
Yeah. So who's going to defend your chickens from intruders? Do you have a dog?
We do have a dog.
Okay,
Maud.
Cool. Maud. Is Maud going to protect them or is Maud
No,
aloof?
Maud's a little aloof. We have a cage. A giant... not a cage, I guess. Enclosement?
Enclosure.
Yeah. Yes, for
that,
them.
That works.
They have the coop, and then they can go out in the enclosure. Because we have a skunk in town. I think skunks will fuck up chickens.
Well, they'll definitely stink them up.
And some coyotes.
Coyotes are what you want to watch out for. And I think mountain lions are a thing in that part of LA a little bit.
They got rid of that mountain lion. It died.
That one?
Passed away.
But
that's why the coyotes have become so more prevalent.
Isn't it crazy how
one mountain lion was keeping all these coyotes at bay?
It's just such a balance, you know?
Yeah, you get rid of one alpha. It's just like me.
It's like
when I left San Francisco comedy scene, I had them all
a lot of terrible people took over.
I had a lot of them in check up there. I was the mountain lion.
People hated you, and we all hated you, but there was order.
There was order. That's what it was. yeah.
And when you left, we were like, finally, we can let our hair down and not have to worry about that monster terrorizing us mentally.
Totally.
And then new evil replaced you.
So much. The evil you don't know is terrifying.
Yeah.
People don't realize how good I was.
Yeah, right. We had it good. We had it good with you.
I never actually did anything. I didn't tell you how to act on stage.
No.
I didn't shut shows down.
But you would say, you went with that again, huh?
Oh,
so, it's like you're not telling us, but you are kind of telling us it's bad.
You need guidance. They need guidance up there.
Yeah, but they're not asking for it. That's the interesting part.
But they need it.
I've been watching a couple of documentaries on some health and wellness, sort of hippie shit.
Oh, this is my favorite stuff. Teach me.
There's a thing called, now I'm I can't even remember the name of it, but it's about man, I'm too dumb to explain it all. But
it sucks.
There's the way we farm is bad, and it's destroying topsoil.
Right.
And so now
you got to plant here and then move over and plant there and stuff like that.
And then when you leave the spot, you have the cows come and eat and trample. The chickens come and eat and poop, and it becomes this constant giving of fertile soil. They went to Jason Mraz's ranch. He has one in San Diego.
Yeah, he does, Fallbrook.
And it's gorgeous. And it's just that sort of thing where new species of plants are popping up. And they're these sweet old guys that just travel across the country spreading the gospel. And they work for the government kind of, but they just go down, they sit in these rooms with these redneck farmers in Iowa being what the hell is this fucking, guy gonna... And he's look, I'm just like you guys, da-da-da-da. And they go, you're getting all these corn subsidies. Why would you want to change, right? I thought we hated welfare, though. It's they get paid to be bad farmers if they farm corn.
Yeah.
And he's well, we're Republicans, though. We don't want government handouts. We want to make... And then one guy has a story about having a farm that was failing, and he was all the neighbors were bidding on, we're kind of got a pool going about when you're going to go out of business so we can buy yours up.
Oh, damn.
And then his now became this sort of biodiverse farm that's thriving. And he's like, I'll put my farm against any of your guys' farms. Like, I'm telling you, trust me, this is the way to do it.
Yeah.
And they went to like Half Moon Bay. I didn't even know there were farmers there. And this like cute couple ride out on horseback with their kids and like observe.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, it's one of those documentaries where you're like,
I want to be a farmer.
I want to be a farmer,
totally.
and I don't.
Yeah.
I can't.
There is, and I think it's a primal thing. There's such an attraction to nature as well as just like farming, and living on a working farm and thinking and providing for yourself and then anyone around you.
Yes, communes are a thing for a reason.
Yeah, because there's such an attraction to that.
To getting away from like money, a lot of them like barter.
You feel like, there's always this kind of, maybe not for everyone, but like the world could end.
Yeah.
What would I do?
What skills do I have?
I would die.
I have nothing of use. Yeah, I'd be food.
And I live in LA. There'd be so many of us would die so fast.
I'm perfectly marbled. I'm fatty.
Right.
I'm not lean. If I was lean, I'd be gross to eat.
Yeah.
I'm tasty.
You're tasty.
I think I'm a good
Yeah. You're not
pork
too fat.
belly. Yeah. I'll crackle a little bit. So I either got to get ripped
or fat.
Or become a farmer.
Or become a farmer.
Yeah. So
no, I would love to. My main, people are like, what would I do? Like, if I had money, my two things.
Just pull it out of the line.
My two things are like, I want to own land and travel.
Yeah.
And I think owning land and just having some animals, not like you eat or anything, just that like eat all the, like a very small scale working farm, a big garden, some animals that eat all the weeds.
I know. But I just picture you going out there being like, what are you guys doing? And
I would have to have a guy.
You need a guy.
I need a guy.
Yeah.
Of course I need a guy.
Yeah.
But I could learn some stuff.
I could see you learning some stuff being a farmer. And you there'd be mistakes as with anything. You'd pick up some soil. It runs
in my blood, man. Both sides of my family, there's farm history.
Right.
So I could figure it out.
Right.
You're looking at me like I can't figure it out and you don't believe me. I could do this.
I believe you could, honestly.
And because I love to eat.
You love to eat.
That would be the literal motivating factor.
I feel like you'd be the healthiest version of yourself just because it'd all be kind of organic and you'd appreciate.
So organic.
Having an appreciation of where it comes from, I feel like does something biologically. That's my hippie shit.
Totally.
But I just would want to be there for the moments where you trip and fall a little bit because you're going to make mistakes. So just like you with your hands on your head, be like, I guess we're selling hay now? This is just all dead grass. Or like,
we're hay guys.
You picking up, you're like, it's fertile. It's fertile soil. And they're like, that's entirely animal shit. That's all shit. Okay, but it's soil too, right?
It'll make the soil fertile.
It's fertilizer. And they're like, I mean, yeah. Like, just
please put it down. Just put it down.
Go inside and shower. You have shit like near your nose a little and all over your hands.
Pink eye, I don't know if that's animal shit or not, but you should figure it out.
The thing where they got to reach in the cow and they got to inseminate it?
Oh, yeah.
You'd be like, I just cannot get it. Like, you would have weeks of getting back in there and being like, she's still not pregnant? Fuck. I like hose her down with cum. I can't afford more bull cum.
And I can't figure out how to make my bull come.
Yeah, my bull couldn't be less attracted to me. I put on makeup.
I go out there in hooves.
I'm like watching new bull jack-off videos. I'm like, this is the part of farming I didn't think. I just make sure you drive an old beat-up pickup down your dirt road. You're like, got a new batch of cum, a new batch of cum. Gonna give my Bessie a new batch of cum. Yeah, there would be funny little moments like that I really want to see. But
hey, man, you can come stay on the farm anytime. Open invite. Yeah, please bring your boots. We need some help.
You would put me to work. You would definitely be like, dude, if I got to do this shit, you got to do this. I'm like, this is your farm, man. I am a guest. What's for dinner?
Yeah, we'll get to dinner once you're done working.
Yeah. You're like, nothing, man. This farm is unless mushrooms, but I don't know which ones kill you and which ones are good. This tree died. And so that turned out to be a godsend because fungus has just had a field day on it. That would be you as a farmer. Farmer Torio, I am fucking here for.
I'm going to be a great farmer, dude.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what we won't have on my ranch water. Not invited, dude.
The only ranch water you have will be the water dripping out of your ranch dressing bottle.
Yep.
You're like, you want a ranch water? And
Here
then you
go.
like separate. I'm like, all right, man, you win.
Bottoms up.
All the ranch water you want. What would you farm?
I mean, what wouldn't I farm?
Like sheep's cheese?
Goat's cheese. We do goat's milk. I like goats more than I like sheep.
Okay.
Beets.
Okay.
I feel like that's hard
Under
to mess
the
up.
earth. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Just a nice sturdy
Just a
root.
lot of beets.
Carrots.
Good greens.
Greens. Avocados? Too
Yeah,
finicky.
we'd have trees for sure.
Okay.
That's easier.
Is it?
Once they get going.
Yeah, you sound like you know what you're doing.
Once they're made.
Are they going yet? We just got to get them going. That's
Once
what I've
they
heard.
fruit one time, I think you're good.
You're set.
Yeah.
Olives. I could see you farming olives.
I can farm olives because I don't like olives.
Right.
And
take
it's
all
like,
the olives.
you know what I
You'd be
mean?
like, you know when like people like when my uncle has a ranch and they have chickens,
Yeah.
and there's a moment where you can't keep up with the eggs they're putting
know.
out, and they're like, take egg, and they're just giving you eggs.
I know, and it feels like you're doing them a favor, and then you
Yes.
get home and you're like, oh, this is awesome.
These are amazing
yeah.
eggs.
It's like, I love this.
Right. But they are really just trying to get rid of them because they're
Yeah.
going to go bad.
They don't want to waste the egg.
Yeah. And so, and they're like, and we feel bad feeding them right back to the chicken. They know it's like, this is my own period.
I didn't know they fed them the shells.
Yeah, the eggshells. Yeah, they can eat all that stuff, I think.
But then you think, a lot of animals eat the placenta of the baby, and the shell's kind of placenta adjacent.
We do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Dogs are supposed to.
dogs are supposed to?
Yeah, my dog, when it had puppies, it said, let it eat the first 5 placentas, and then after that, don't let her eat it anymore. Because it's like getting all the nutrients that they lost.
Yeah,
'Cause
there's a big one in like humans, like a hippie.
yeah, some people do that.
They'll like freeze it, put it in smoothies and
I
stuff.
know, it's weird.
It's fucking
I don't
gnarly.
think for humans it's necessary. We get enough nutrition in our fake food.
I don't think we do.
In our fake processed
In our
foods.
synthetic,
Yeah.
3D printed steak.
Yeah.
We got a nice, that's in the future.
Yeah.
Just a nice, fatty, evenly marbled 3D printed A5.
And what's that made out of?
It's sort of like a sugar
So it's not
candy
beef.
extract. No, but they can make it right up there with beef.
What percentage of this is corn?
Most.
Okay.
And then it's actually, if you think about it, it's the same stuff that this house is made out of.
Oh wow, that's so I could just eat the house.
Well, you can't. We have painted it and, run plumbing and piping in.
Okay, but the steak, you could just like if you had a hole in your wall,
Yes.
this 3D steak that I'm supposed to eat could just plug that wall.
I would give the steak back to the 3D printer as a sacrifice.
Got
and
it.
the 3D printer would grant me a wall
Okay.
patched up.
Okay, I'm not gonna eat the steak, but thank you.
Okay. You don't want the steak? More for me.
Why are you? What is growing out of your head right there? Is that natural or is that
This whole thing?
Yeah.
I think it's just from stress.
okay?
Yeah, I've been worried a lot about when I'm going to get my next...
It looks like it has. Have you named it?
No, but it named itself.
Oh, what's its name?
Take it away, G. I'm Voldemort. I'm like, he chose Voldemort, which is alarming. It's not really a name people
We're
take
keeping
on.
our eye on it. I'm keeping my third eye on it. That's down here.
Third eye is over here. People always had third nipples. That was like a thing when we were younger.
Yeah. Is that real?
I don't know.
Yeah. It must be.
A third nipple. Would that
It was
be a
big
deal
on
breaker
Friends.
for you?
The guy had a third nipple.
Yeah.
Would a nipple be a
You know, I have
deal
like
breaker?
a little bit of a bump that kind of feels like a zit, but it's just a bump.
But it's been there your whole life.
It's been there my whole life. I think that might be technically a third nipple.
Have you gotten your doctor to look at it?
When the doctor's like, do you have anything you want to talk about? I'm like, can't remember.
I'm the same way.
And
It's
then
like,
I'll be in a shower 3 years. I'm like, third nipple.
that's what it, I
That's
feel
right.
like.
I'm dying of, I think,
I
cancer.
feel like we all do. Well, I do that where it's like I'm going to go over this and this and this when I get to the doctor, and then you get there and he's like, all right, everything looks good. I'm like, it looks good. I'm out of here. Bye bye.
Right. Or sometimes you're just bashful.
I'm not going to give him things. It's not that I forget. It's like, why would he said I'm good.
Yeah.
Why would I give him bad things to think about?
Yeah. I'll be sitting there. He's like, anything you want to ask me? And I'm like, if I'm taking it up the ass, I orgasm way harder, right? And then it flashes back to reality and I haven't said anything yet. And he's like, anything you want to ask me? I'm like, no. How much soda can I drink? I'm like, we can't dive right into the kinky stuff.
Big questions like that. A friend of mine on my way here, a friend asked me this question.
Ooh.
And she said, what do you do when you're looking to find like happiness in life? Like she was like,
in a dark place.
And I was like, oh, I'm the wrong person to ask.
But what do you do? Because you look for it.
I do. But I was going to ask you because you're like my happiest friend. I was like, oh, that's Zach because Zach knows happiness.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing is like it's just there, kind of. Like,
so for you, it's just there. You don't seek it out.
I mean, when I'm in a funk,
Yeah.
I think sometimes like if it's really bad,
Yeah.
I think like going out on a hike and getting in nature and just like being alone with my
But what if
thoughts.
I do that every day?
Well,
And then I come home and it doesn't do anything for me.
then I would say I either like look for something inspirational, like not like a inspirational quote, although those fucking I love that shit.
I know you do.
But also just like a movie or a thing that just makes me think about, like, that's why we love art, you know, like that's why people come to comedy shows. It sounds cheesy, but like it really does like lift their spirits.
Sure.
And I think it's the same with movies and music.
Right.
Or TV shows,
Totally.
you know, like the artists are creating these things that affect our chemistry.
What do you think of this Killers of the Flower Moon 3.5 hours?
From what I've heard, it's great.
I've heard it's great too, and I want to go, but it's like 3.5 hours.
Do you know what it's about?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that topic is probably a lot to unpack.
Sure.
So I'm excited to see how they unpack it.
Yeah.
But I mean, wasn't the new Batman like 3.5 hours?
Yeah.
And that didn't feel that long.
Right.
Like if it's good, it feels like 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Here's my prediction of what I think I'm going to think when I come out of the movie. Like, that was great. Could have been 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Yeah, but I disagree. I'd say that for like Avatar.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Avatar
I
for
didn't
sure.
need the slow dramatic plug fucking thing to the
Nope.
horse that you're going to fly. Like, just get right in there, dog.
it.
Eat that horse out or whatever you got to do. Fly and win this war. But yeah, Killers of the Flower Moon is a little more nuanced. You know, there's some
it is.
depth that you gotta. I'd be bummed if it was just 3.5 hours of Robert De Niro. Like, you gotta kill the flower moon.
I would love it. Listen, man, the flower moon. It's in Blue Moon we're talking about. This is the flower
It's
moon.
just like a
Moon.
Guy Ritchie film. He's like, that right there is the flower moon. By weekend, we're gonna kill it.
We're going to steal it from the sky.
It's just a heist movie.
Yeah, just stealing the moon.
And they're like, no bloody way. Everyone's British now because it's a Guy Ritchie movie.
Yeah.
He fucking did it. It's pitch dark out.
We ain't got no moon no more. Look at there's no waves. By the way, I was in your bathroom before the show. It was very clean.
I cleaned it.
Yeah. I mean, that's clear. Yeah, it was very, like,
I went,
noticeably clean.
thanks, man. I went hard on this apartment to
Yeah.
try and make my wife happy. Clean the shower.
My wife. You clean the shower?
That's the hardest chore.
Like you scrubbed?
Scrub.
What do
Like,
you scrub
I
with?
spray
Like
I
a
have
Brillo pad?
I have
or?
a array of brushes.
Oh, yeah.
They're
An
like
array of.
like maybe 5 brushes.
Wow.
And I'll just go like, no, and I find the right. It's hard. You're squatting. Your knees start hurting at this age.
There's no. Yeah.
If I clean the shower, my rule is like I get to do guy stuff from here on out. Like I can finally go play golf with the boys.
You don't golf, though. I would love to golf with you.
Well, yeah, I guess I don't golf, but like like go to the car show.
The car show. Have you ever been to a car show?
Like, man, I got a reputation to maintain here. I'm a
Uh-huh.
guy's comic.
You're a guy's guy. Yeah. So if you clean the shower for your wife, she lets you go out and be one of the boys.
and I get to go to the car show.
What do you do at a car show?
You look at them. You look
Uh-huh.
under the hood. You go up. You say, "Can I look under your hood?" They say, "Would you like to look under my hood?"
They do?
And I say, "I would love to." And you shake hands and you tickle index fingers.
Oh, there's like a little secret
and
thing.
then you go behind to the truck that they trailed the cars in,
And you get in?
and you get in that
with the
truck,
guy?
and the guy gets
And
in
what
with
happens
you.
there?
And then for
It's just,
me,
it's just big guy's guy.
for me,
Quite literally a guy's
my
guy.
mind goes blank, and the memory does not exist.
Okay.
But I feel like one of the boys.
And you look and you like the car show.
I find myself drawn to the car show. I keep going
Interesting.
back. The sound of the engine,
Can I say something?
the void in the truck.
Uh-huh.
It's such a fascinating
The void in the truck,
Yeah. It's like you don't. Ow.
Yeah, ow. Yeah. So I guess I take it back. I don't want to go golfing with you.
Okay,
I'm
dude,
good.
We got to golf. We got to go shoot guns.
Yeah, so if you clean the shower,
Yeah.
you're then allowed to go shoot guns.
I can shoot guns all
Where
I
do you
want.
shoot them?
Well, I haven't shot a lot, but I saw a guy get shot
Where?
on the street. It was like a Halloween thing. He lived.
So it was like a fake gun.
No, he got really shot in the leg.
What's happening? What
I was at
story
this
are you
Halloween
telling?
parade. We were just doing guy stuff. Me and the fellas went to a Halloween parade.
Okay.
Castro, San Francisco.
Okay.
Before it became all techie. Back then, you could just shoot a guy in the leg
shoot
in
a
the
guy in the
street.
Did you shoot a guy?
I didn't shoot him.
Who shot him?
I didn't see. I
Okay.
heard.
Where's the story going?
One guy, this actually did happen at this Halloween parade thing. I'm not making this up. This guy.
I like that you go from bit voice to real voice.
Yeah, no,
fun.
all right. I'm a guy's guy. It's established.
It's okay. You're a guy's guy.
At this Halloween parade, someone shot someone. I think it was like gang related. And we're all like, holy fuck, what's going on? And one dude was dressed as the crackhead of Chappelle. Mm-hmm. And we were like, damn, dude. And then we're like, hey, you're da-da-da. And he's like, yeah, what's up? He like stayed in character
in
during
character.
a shooting.
That's amazing.
He's like, we should get the fuck out of here. Pretty magical.
Did you guys get the fuck out of there?
We did.
I'm glad you're safe.
Thanks,
That would
man.
have sucked.
You know, I'm sorry I'm like coughing and
You getting sick?
I'm
It's
either
all that ranch
I'm either
water.
getting sick, but I've been drinking so much every day that I think I'm just like last night I didn't drink at all, and my body's like we're still hungover. You know,
you
so
have
now I'm doing hair
you
of
have
the
a
dog.
problem.
This is hair of the dog. It's not a problem.
The second you ever stop being a fun drunk, we're having an intervention for you. But as long as your hand was
It's
shaking as
electric.
you took that sip.
Well, I'm just trying to be gentle. I don't want to lose a precious drop of ranch water. But I got home. We had our show. We haven't even mentioned our show. We're almost out of time.
Oh, Joke Off was great.
Our first ever joke off in Hollywood
Uh-huh.
was a blast.
You know the funniest thing about... So Ramsey Badawi won. Follow Ramsey Badawi. So funny.
Oh, Ramsey killed.
He killed. So I'm talking to him yesterday at the store. He's like, loved it. We're having, he's like, I have I don't know if you're open to this, but like a note for the show.
Yeah.
And it's a new show. We're working out kids.
Yeah.
And he said that at first I thought he was fucking with me. He said this in all seriousness. He's like, I think like it should get harder each round. He's like, because like the first round, you get pitched a joke and then you have to write a joke about it. And then the second round, it should be like harder. And I'm like, this is so easy for you that you need it to be harder.
We're like, we thought it was getting harder.
I thought it was too hard. I thought that you had 10 minutes to write. He would write like 4 jokes each round. He's like, yeah, second round, it should be like, give us 2 topics. I got to weave them together. And then maybe the third is like, I got to do it in an act. I'm like, who are you?
Yeah.
I was
he's
like,
a machine.
Are you the greatest comic ever? And I had no idea. Like, I know he's good.
Right. He's like, oh, you're giving me money now? When does the competition start? He's like Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
There's like a legend that Kobe
Yeah.
Bryant went to ABCD camp, which is like the big, all
Right.
the best prospects in the nation, in the world. And he was like, okay. Like, he was like, scored well, showcased his talents well, but like everyone was like, we heard this legend of like this unbeatable guy. And it's like, he played very well, but he wasn't like the greatest we've ever seen. And come to find out that he had played only with his left hand. He refused to use his right hand the whole camp.
That's great.
Just as like this extra challenge to make it hard. Like, that's Ramsey.
Yeah.
Where he's like, all right, I'm going to do this without a pen. I'm just going to think of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to listen when there's 2 minutes left. Let me know.
Yeah. Yeah. He's in the back with a blindfold on and headphones. Like, no. There's still a lot of time. No, it was a blast. I got very drunk.
Oh, nice.
And then we didn't even really hang out after.
Not really.
I went and got some drinks, and then I went home, fell asleep.
Good. You need sleep.
Well, drunk Zack sleeps a little loud. And this was very drunk Zack. And Elizabeth said, dude, at one point in the night, you were just lying down, like face down, and you were just going, nom, 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 nom. And she was like, I laid there being like, this has got to be over soon. And it just like kept going on, like, nom, nom, nom. Her exact quote was, I thought to myself, this fool is either eating, fucking, or working out in his dream right now.
He's just you as Pac-Man. Like,
Yeah, I guess for Pac-Man, eating and fucking are probably the same exact move.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I had
I mean, hey, Mrs. Pac-Man always had a big smile on her face.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
he liked to eat. So yeah, I had a lot of fun, and it's time for me to get, I think, a little healthier. This is going to be my last drink for a few hours.
Yeah, how's your sober October going? It's almost over.
We're not doing October.
Oh, what are you doing?
I did like a couple months ago.
Okay.
And then I'm like, we're good for October. This counts. And everyone's like, what are you talking about? My heroin dealer's like, this doesn't count. You're buying heroin.
All right. Any final thoughts? Any bangers you want to end on? I felt like we were talking about something.
There was something funny.
Joke off was fun. We're gonna do it again. They want to do it again.
We're coming back to the Hollywood Improv.
That's right. So keep an eye out for that. Come this time.
Yeah.
Not
please.
enough of you came.
Yeah.
It was very fun.
Yeah. I'm going to tell you
The room was half full. I want it fully full.
Yeah. And the audience there, thank you for coming. It was really great. But I want to tell you what Torio tells his dates 30 minutes into intercourse. Please come. I'm so tired.
30 minutes is enough.
I'm tired.
You got to try.
And now we're getting to the point where I'm going to start not liking you. I don't want to get there. Please come. That's my only pitch.
Please. No, dude. They be fine. They be fine. All right, that's it.
Just in case they're listening.
Yeah. Everyone, they come.
And they come beautifully.
And they come so beautiful.
It's a normal face when they come. It's not weird or haunted looking.
No, you want it haunted looking.
That
That means you're doing it right.
If they look haunted?
Yeah.
So if they're just like, oh yeah, you're like, shut up.
If they're making a pretty face, that's a fake.
If they're like, oh yeah.
No,
but then
that's
if
fake.
they're like, das muss beredigen.
Be like, that's my girl.
Points.